A lot of things change when a person comes to grip with their own mortality. Life changes, drastic changes. In most cases it is a change for the good. But why is it that we are always late to come to grasp with this ultimate certainty that we will die? That is why we should try to live a life without regret. And it is truly sad that we do not contemplate and learn from the mistakes of others. The Prophet ﷺ said in a hadith, "As-sa'idu man mu'idha bi ghayrihi," that the one who is happy is the one who takes lessons from other people. Yani, what does this mean? The individual who contemplates and learns from the mistakes of others, he looks to the people before him and he learns from their errors and he tries to improve himself. The one who takes life lessons from the other people, he will be happy. And that is why the Prophet ﷺ said that the most intelligent one of us is the one who thinks of death a lot and prepares for it. And I guarantee you this, brothers, the one who thinks of death and he prepares for it, he will not fall into depression. They will not fall into a midlife crisis like many people do nowadays. Why? Because he's prepared. He knows what his goal is. He knows what he is working for. He knows where his final destination is. And he's been preparing for it. So he is less likely to become overcome by these feelings and emotions of regret and sorrow. Bilal al-Habashi, when he was on his deathbed, when he was sick, his wife came to him and she said, "Wa huzna, wa huzna." And this is a phrase that is used to express the sorrow and sadness that you feel. And she was expressing her sadness over her loss of her husband, over her future loss of her husband, because he was sick and he was about to die. Then he looked at her and he said to her, "Do not say this. Say, wa tarabah, wa tarabah, ghadan alqa al-ahibba, Muhammadan wa sahbah." And wa tarabah is a phrase that is used to express happiness. And he was telling her, do not say this. Do not say that you are going to be sad. Rather, you should be happy. Why? Because tomorrow, alqa al-ahibba, I will meet my beloved. I will meet the Prophet and the companions. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam radiyallahu anhum. When you do and perform the good deeds, bi'idhnillah, by the will of Allah, insha'Allah, you will be with the Prophet. And you will be with the blessed companions. And you will be with the righteous, God-fearing Muslims. And if you do not do that, rather you fall into the sins, you fall into the haram, you give into your lust and your desires, and you waste your time, you will be overcome by sorrow and regret. When you look back at your life and you realize now it's almost over, and you realize that you have been negligent because of the choices that you made, you will feel a great sadness in your heart. But it's too late. But it's too late, ya ahbabana. Life brings an opportunity that few realize until they no longer have it. And when they are in this situation and they're reflecting and looking back at their life, they realize and they wish that they didn't work so hard. And this is probably one of the most common regrets. Work takes a huge part of a person's life. We can't run from it. You have to take care of yourself and your family. You have to scratch your own back. The problem occurs when a person engulfs his life with work and they forget to work for their akhirah. Allah said in the Quran, وَلَا تَنْسَ نَصِيبَكَ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا. Do not forget the portion from this dunya that you take for your akhirah. Do not forget what you take from this life for the next life. Some people, if they have a meeting at work, they're never late. In fact, they arrive early. But when the prayer, when the salah comes in, you find that the prayer enters and it exits and they are still on their chair as if nothing has happened. They pay no mind to it. Subhanallah. The Prophet ﷺ said in a hadith, "Jifatun bil-layl, himarun bin-nahar, alimun bil-dunya, jahilun bil-akhirah." In this hadith, the Prophet ﷺ is describing the person who is like a corpse at night, meaning that he does not get up for prayers, for the night prayer. He doesn't get up to make a dua. He just lays there like a corpse. Himarun bin nahar, and during the day he is like a donkey, meaning that he overworks himself during the day. And you see in some countries how much work they put their donkeys through and how much burden they have. It is extremely important and crucial for a person to balance their life with religion. Balance your life and your religion. And when you do this, you will become happier when you realize that this life is not your final destination. And I advise you to have the courage to express your feelings to your loved ones. This is another thing that people have regret over. People usually realize this when it's too late. They have beloved people in their lives, mothers, sisters, brothers, wives, etc., but they do not express their love or their gratitude to them. When a companion once came to the Prophet ﷺ, and he told the Prophet that he loves this other companion, the Prophet ﷺ asked him, "Did you inform him? Did you inform him that you love him?" And then he ordered him to inform that companion that he loved him. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. If you are healthy and your family is healthy, go give your brother a hug, give your sister a hug, give your parents a hug. I know a brother who was torn up when his mother passed away. Why? Because he did not take advantage of this opportunity. He did not tell her that he loved her. He did not express his feelings to her. But when she passed away, it was too late. And subhanallah, wallahi brothers, this individual was extremely heartbroken because of this wasted opportunity. I also know another brother who was the complete opposite. When his parent passed away, when his father passed away, he did not fall into depression or sadness. Why? Because he was an obedient son. He went to his father that night, he said good night to him, gave him a hug and a kiss, and he let him go to sleep. And this is something that he used to do constantly. And the next time he saw his father, he was dead, he passed away, rahimahullah. You have two men, two examples, but two different outcomes. I guarantee you, bi'idhnillah, by the will of Allah, insha'Allah, if you do this, if you express your love and affection and your gratitude to your loved ones, you will take your relationship with them to a whole new, healthier level. And I encourage you to surround yourselves with good individuals, good friends, righteous, God-fearing people who encourage you to do the good. Umar ibn al-Khattab al-Faruq said, "The slave has not been given a better endowment after the Iman than the pious friend." Allahu Akbar. This means that from the endowments that Allah, the Exalted, gives to His slaves is that He provides for him a righteous, God-fearing friend who encourages him to do the good. And a good friend doesn't necessarily have to be someone who you talk to often every day. That is not necessarily the case. Some of my closest friends, I do not talk to them for months at a time. They are in other parts of the world, but they are the closest brothers to me. When I hear from them, it is special, and it's like we did not lose a beat. Take a good look at your friends, the people that you hang around, and know that these will be the same people who wash your body when you die. Take advantage of your time and do not live a life of regret. Obey Allah, avoid the haram, do the obligations, and inshallah you will be with the pious people in paradise.